Welcome back to the One Idjit's Thoughts on podcast during the Dog Days of Advent, 12 Days of Trivia Challenge. It's got a lot of titles. I'm Paul Mackey. This is my lovely wife, Darcy.
Hello.
And we're joined once again remotely by Jack Mangan.
Hey.
Who you just heard singing or playing during the intro before the show started.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a little awkward.
Well, that's why I love you.
That's the best of us are, I think, right?
Probably so.
So do we want to get right back into those answers for those questions from last time?
Yeah, I'm curious.
All right.
Are you going to repeat the questions for us? Or
I sure will. And then when we get to the point where the extra point.
I have a question before we get there.
Okay.
Can he and I converse and try to come up with an answer?
Absolutely. This is the part where we can do that. So
I'm so glad you're here.
At that point, I'll read the three answers, and then I'll give everybody a chance out there in podcast listening land to listen to the three answers together that are correct, and then try to figure it out, and you can discuss.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So the first question was, I asked for the name of a TV professional who wrote and produced for The Rockford Files, Kolchak, I'll Fly Away, Northern Exposure, and The Sopranos, where he is the creator, writer, and executive producer. His name is...
I had no idea. I put Rob Blair, which is really wrong.
Oh, yes, it is.
So I was extremely dishonorable and went to IMDb and looked up Sopranos, and the creator is listed as David Chase. So
David Chase. That is correct. David Chase. His first screenplay was about a vampire baby. The plot for Grave of the Vampire is a lot grimmer than that summary, but I'll choose to think of it as a light comedy.
You go right ahead.
All right, formula. There you go. Next one. The character originally played by a performer who was adopted from the Hinsdale Humane Society in 1968 and worked for the Leo Burnett Agency, voiced by John Irwin in a finicky performance. The mascot is...
It's got to be Morris the cat.
That was my thought too. I was going to consult with my teammate here. What would it tell us, Paul?
Morris the cat, spokescat for 9 Lives Cat Food. Morris mounted a presidential campaign in 1988, but his inability to reach the podium to participate in debates scuttled his chances.
Oh, so sad.
And Bill the cat. I think Bill the cat ran that year too.
Bill the cat ran that year too.
Yeah, from Boone County.
Cats.
Yeah. We needed Toonses. Can you guys hear me? My internet connection is unstable.
Toonses. Yes, no, that's fine. You're fine.
Okay. So we've got David Chase and Morris. So there's David Morris is the first two I'm hearing. I don't know. Am I jumping the gun, Paul?
You're jumping the gun a little bit. We'll get to the third one, and then I will reveal the correct portions of each of them so that you can. Right. So last up, the Pixar animated film Cars. The film legend played a racing legend. He was also a racing legend in real life, and a salad legend, and a philanthropic legend.
Yeah, and I did know this one because when Fox was 2,
yes,
what movie did we watch 100 million times?
Cars.
Yes, we did. So I'm well aware. Do you have a good idea who you think it is?
I do, Darcy. I just want to know, since we're teaming up here, are you going to be Butch or Sundance in this one?
Oh, I don't know, but I think you're there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, Darcy. Why don't you take us home on this one? I think.
I was thinking that was Paul Newman.
It is Paul Newman. Paul Newman started his professional acting career on Broadway in '53 and began racing in 1972 after getting training for a role in 1969. His salad dressing started production in 1982, and of course, proceeds from that and all other Newman's own products were and continue to go 100% to child-focused charities.
Ah.
Nice. I will say, when you first asked it, my very first thought was Steve McQueen, but then my brain switched back on and I went, okay, hang on. Steve McQueen has nothing to do with salad as far as I know.
Yeah. And I was going through all of the different characters in the show, and I was having a hard time
thinking about people's last roles. It wasn't I know wasn't Carlin.
No.
Or Carlin?
Carlin, he was in there.
Yeah.
So
the last chance time for the extra point. I'll reveal the parts of the answers and give you a moment to ponder the connection and get that extra point, even if you didn't come up with it yet. So the listeners out there can listen when I say Chase, Morris, and Newman.
I am kind of at a loss.
Are you at a loss?
Oh,
I am.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Now, well, the Chase and Newman part are both from SNL. Was there a Morris in the original SNL group? The original Not Ready for Prime.
Well, nobody gets the extra point now. It's too late, but I will say Chase, Morris, Newman, Coe, Curtin, Radner, Aykroyd, and Belushi.
Oh, yeah.
They're all first episode Not Ready for Primetime players on Saturday Night Live. Chevy Chase, Garrett Morris, and Lorraine Newman were players I was specifically hinting at.
Yeah, the Garrett Morris, that's where I was, because I didn't remember that there was Morris. But yes, now that you say that, yeah, of course I know that name. Well, I get partial credit. I'm going to give myself partial credit.
Give yourself partial credit. So for all the listeners who have gone through this whole thing in order so far, the total possible points for a perfect score would be 33 points.
Okay.
And I'm going to offer a couple of actual bonus points.
Oh, okay.
Which is the reason I always call that an extra point and not a bonus point, because these are bonus points.
Okay.
So for next time, you'll get a bonus point if you can tell me Chevy Chase's real first name. And you can also get another bonus point if you can name a trio of people that Chevy Chase is related to who became major characters in a 2015 Broadway show. And I will award those bonus points next time with the answers next time.
All right. Yeah, I'm at a loss.
Right. Yes.
All right. Hey, so Jack, were you interested in getting some more questions and going through one more of these?
Sure. Yeah, I've got time. Yeah, it's fun. Why not?
All right. Well, this quiz, again, might have some answers where only one part is needed. And I'm not telling you which.
Okay.
All right. So first, in Marvel Comics, this character was a former boxer turned right-hand man to Tony Stark. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he is played by the original Iron Man film director, Jon Favreau. Name the character.
Why am I spacing on his name?
I am failing here.
Yeah, so the character name for that.
I can picture it, but I can't get there.
Yeah, I know he has a very lovable name. It's a very distinctive name too. I'm ashamed because this one should just be like I should just be out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll surrender.
You'll get another shot next time for the answer section.
All right.
Oh, right. My bad.
Yes. Second up, I'm looking for a band that topped the Billboard Hot 100 in March 2012 with their single "We Are Young." That single later went on to win Song of the Year at the 55th Annual Grammy Awards, while the band also took home Best New Artist. Name the band.
Actually, I know both of these now.
I don't know. You're doing better than I am.
And lastly, in 1979, a series of 4 shows in London were performed to benefit Amnesty International. They were directed by John Cleese and were a mixture of comic sketches and music performances, later generating a 1-hour TV special and 2 record releases, one which was sketches and the other which was the musical performances. The whole project was definitively inspiring, as the show was cited as the call to activism by artists like Bono, Peter Gabriel, Sting, and Bob Geldof. I'll give you most of the title and you can just fill in the blank. The Secret Policeman's blank.
Got it.
All right.
Oof.
So that is the thing. You get those 3 answers together, and you'll probably pretty quickly get what the full category is. But that is for next time. Until then, we'll say happy hunting.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting.
You've been listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast, produced by Paul Mackey in association with Nimlas Studios. Any short clips of audio from shows is included under fair use for commentary purposes, and copyright for that content remains with its original copyright holders. The theme song is Too Good by Jack Mangan and is used by his generous permission. One Idjit's Thoughts is produced under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. You can find more episodes of this podcast and many other fine podcasts at nimlas.org. You can contact me by emailing idjitcastpodcast@gmail.com or commenting on episodes at nimlas.org. Secret bonus category B number 4 is Blackjack. What connects those four?